Searching for Sasquatch by Nathaniel Lackenmayer. Arlo and his father had never seen Sasquatch, but they believed it was out there waiting to be discovered. Their favorite thing to do was hike through the woods together searching for Sasquatch. Sometimes they saw bears, sometimes they heard a moose call, or caught a glimpse through the trees of a bald eagle flying overhead. Once they even saw a wolverine. Arlo's father knew all about the animals and plants that lived in the woods, and he taught Arlo everything he knew. Arlo marked down on their map where they hiked, took photographs of everything they saw. They didn't find Sasquatch, but it didn't matter. They both love adventures, and there's no better adventure than searching for something that is hard to find. On the first day of school, Arlo's teacher asked the class what they did in the summer. When it was his turn, Arlo told everyone about his adventures with his father. After Arlo sat down, his teacher turned to the class and said, "There's no such thing as Sasquatch. Sasquatch is just a myth." When the bell rang for recess, the biggest bully in Arlo's class and his two best bully friends marched through the hall shouting that they were Sasquatches. For the first time, Arlo felt ashamed of his adventures with his father. Arlo went hiking with his father that weekend, but he kept thinking about what his teacher had said. Suddenly, he noticed something in the dirt, the largest footprints he had ever seen. "Dad, look," he shouted when his father saw the prints. He gave him a big hug and smiled. "Those are definitely Sasquatch footprints," he said. Arlo took photographs of the footprints from every possible angle. He couldn't wait to tell everyone at school what they had found. This was a major scientific discovery. The next morning, Arlo told the class about his discovery. The bully pulled out 2 Sasquatch-sized wooden feet out of his knapsack and asked, "Did the footprints look like this?" That evening at dinner, Arlo announced that he didn't believe in Sasquatch anymore. When his parents asked him why, he showed them the wooden feet. Arlo expected his father to say he didn't believe in Sasquatch anymore either, but he didn't. Instead, he looked at his feet and said, "Let's try them out." Arlo's dog Stanley followed them to the front yard and watched as they pressed the wooden feet into a patch of soft earth. Arlo's father examined the footprints. The prints were identical to the ones they had found in the woods. He smiled. "That was a good trick," he said. Arlo thought about it for a moment, and then he smiled too. It was a good trick. Then Stanley stole one of the Sasquatch feet, and they both burst out laughing. Laughing made Arlo feel a lot better. It made him realize that the 2 wooden feet were no reason to stop searching for something, especially something as wonderful as Sasquatch. Arlo and his father went back inside, took out their map, and began to plan their next adventure. That night, Arlo dreamed that he was hiking through the woods with Sasquatch. As they walked, Sasquatch told him all the things about Sasquatches that only Sasquatches know. The end.